a string orchestra, and a jazz band. And then in the fall, the marching band. At CC, the marching band helps to drive the spirit. Our tradition is we march at all the home football games, rain or shine. We've been to London, Paris, Rome, Madrid, and Hawaii. The main goal is to produce students who are critical thinkers, who are disciplined, who are driven, and who are going to go out into the world and succeed. Nice job. Nice job.
My name's Jack Kirkwood, and I'm a senior here. I play in the clarinet family, but I mostly play the bass clarinet. And I'm also the band president and drum major. You have to be determined to practice, and patience is probably the biggest thing. And the thing I love the most is just playing with my friends and just having a good time, creating something out of nothing into just a full sound. It's just the best part.
We rehearse every day during class. It takes a lot of self-discipline and drive.
There's work and there's play. Band is a great mix of both. It's a lot of fun to play, to work together, but you gotta put in effort and try, and as a result, you get some great music.
My name is Logan Bonathan, and I graduated in 2007. I played French horn in the band as well as trumpet and piano in the jazz bands. Today, I am a middle school band director in the Round Rock Independent School District just outside of Austin, Texas. CC band was very, very important to me. I went to CC because of the band.
I credit a lot of my teaching and success in this profession to the values I learned at Catholic Central. At Catholic Central, I think Greg does a great job of showing how music can just enhance your life and make you a more well-rounded person.
Quiz Bowl is an intense academic competition that's just as rigorous as any sporting activity.
Pennsylvania.
Blooming. Cyprus.
Speed and accuracy is the name of the game.
Our program is founded on discipline and hard work.
You have to love to learn to be good at Quiz Bowl.
Bridget Jones.
You have to want to succeed.
Quiz Bowl is a variety of questions ranging from literature, art, history, fine art, science.
Michael Wood.
It's a question and answer competition between teams of 4 students on each side. COVID-19 has made us have to go online fully this year for all the tournaments.
And there's a lot of pressure. When you're competing at the highest level, everybody wants to win.
True. Toronto. You've got to keep that same intensity that you have in the first round and take it all the way to the end of the day.
You have to have a driving, competitive spirit, and you have to be willing to put in the time. It teaches you teamwork, it teaches you independence, believing in yourself, and self-confidence.
This really shows how strong the school is, not just athletically, but academically. This is a serious competition that people will compete with from all across the U.S.
You'll have football players asking how the Quiz Bowl kids are doing, kids saying good luck. It's a very unique environment. We're one of the few schools I know of that have academic team accolades in the gymnasium next to sporting accolades, which is phenomenal.
I don't think words can explain how proud I am of the team and just the program in general.
These guys are studying hours upon hours a day to be the best.
I'm Bobby Dorigo Jones. I was a Detroit Catholic Central Quiz Bowler from 2008 to 2012. It's helped me incredibly in my pursuit of goodness, discipline, and knowledge. It really has. Playing Quiz Bowl opened up doors for college scholarships, personal relationships, and job opportunities that have all helped me, strive to achieve goodness in my life.
My name is Jack Watts, and I was on the CC Quiz Bowl team from 2011 to 2015. I went to U of M. I graduated in spring of 2019 with a bachelor's in aerospace engineering, and now I am an electrical design engineer with a Boeing Space, working on the Space Launch System. Quiz Bowl gave me a really great depth and breadth of knowledge in a lot of different areas. It gives you a lot of pride to be able to say you're part of a program that has shown such exceptional performance and dominance, really.
to Bernie Holowicki Court. At this point in time, we're going to rise for our national anthem.
Seniors, when I announce your name, please meet your parents at the center of the mat and pause them there for a moment for a photo. Our first couple seniors aren't actually present. Joe Woblock and his parents Judy and Scott. Joe is planning to attend the United States Naval Academy, and he is currently on his interview there right now. His favorite CC wrestling memory is his first workout in the beach parking lot at Kensington. Gavin Phillip also is unable to make it tonight with his parents Beth and Anthony. He is also planning to attend the United States Air Force Academy. His favorite memory has been the Frickers tournament during his sophomore year and the adrenaline rush that came with competing there. Sean Field and his dad Kevin. Sean is planning to attend Michigan State University next year. His favorite memory has been going to the CNU game with the team and beating Kenny Wade in triple overtime. Sean is also a football captain and honor winner, two-time captain, best defensive lineman, and all-state football winner. Thank you, Sean. Charles Hunsinger will meet his parents, Michelle and Steve. Charles has been a mentor here for the CC Wrestling program for the last 4 years. Next year, he's planning to attend either Bowling Green or Central Michigan University. His favorite CC memory has been learning and spending time with the coaches and being around the wrestling staff and the wrestlers. Thank you, Charles, for all you've done for this program. Nico Portillo will meet his parents, Juan and Vanessa. Currently, Nico is planning to attend Michigan State, Butler, or Northern Michigan. His favorite CC wrestling memory has been getting his varsity letter and winning JV Wrestler of the Year as a JV wrestler. Andrew Ross is joined by his parents, Sarah and Sandra. Andrew plans to join the ROTC program at Michigan State University next year, and his favorite CC wrestling memory has been winning the team state championship. In football, Andrew is all Catholic. He's been able to return for 3 years, and he's a 4-year varsity wrestler. Jason Stott is joined by his parents, Lori and Sue. Jason plans to attend Michigan State University next year. He has won JV Wrestler of the Year here for the Shamrocks, and is also a two-time or three-time honor winner in football. Thank you, Jason.
ladies and gentlemen, there they are, our senior wrestlers. Very important to this program, and some of the best wrestlers that this program has seen so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of great wrestlers come through. Anthony Walker and Manny have really made a big impact on this program.
Hats off to all those seniors and their parents. I wrestled up through my junior year. It's a tough thing to do, and those parents certainly do their best. And here we go. Here's for the coin toss. An awesome scene there. Captains of two highly ranked teams in the state facing off, going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, coming into this game, CC is ranked number 1 in the state, and Holt is ranked number 9. A lot of great wrestlers here today.
Absolutely. Looks like it'll be CC that wins the coin toss. And we're going to start getting into it. Special thanks to our athletic training staff, Mr. Bob Ogar, our head athletic trainer here at CC. He's been with CC longer than a lot of our Hall of Famers were. Father Kaufman sitting there in the chair next to him. He's our spiritual moderator for all of our athletic teams. And the coaches will convene on who wants to check in first. Looks like it'll be CC that checks in first.
No, And starting off for CC today, it's going to be Clayton Jones. He is ranked 2nd in the state. Great wrestler.
Yes, sir. This 130 weight class in for these two teams is very competitive, and Clayton's a great wrestler. And we'll get into it. Locked up in that collar tie. Clayton will go for that leg. He'll circle around, get his 2 early on the mat. He's going to start trying to pull him right back. Looks like he'll cut him, go for the technical fall. Might be his strategy so far.
Clayton going to get the leg, going to get a takedown. That's going to be 2.
2 more coming his way. And he's going to try and pull him back, but won't get any back points. He'll cut him.
Just under a minute left in the first period. It's going to be 4-2 in Jones' favor.
Try and go for that double leg, but his opponent's got a double underhooks. Both athletes trying to find something they can use to get an edge up on their opponent. Jones with the snap down, and they'll go out of bounds. Referee will reset them to the center, still in the neutral position. Here with 33 seconds left to go here in the first period. Clayton working hard, trying to get out here. His opponent's trying to take him over. Clayton's got the leg in. Try and throw him by. Turn around. He'll get his 2 points for the reversal. And his opponent will get 2 more points. He's starting to get back points. Jones has got to fight his way off his back here. Good work, and that'll end the first period.
It's looking like 6-4. Jones still has the lead, but his opponent is going to get a couple points towards the end of that period.
Jones will start in the opposition, and they'll wrestle. Jones trying to work in that half Nelson, trying to get some control, putting pressure on those shoulders. Sure, it makes it easier to get your opponent going over. Not a whole lot of motion here. They're still working. Somebody's trying to get an advantage.
Yeah, not really looking similar to that first period because it was all action in that first period.
Absolutely. Jones came out with guns a-blazing. It looked like he might tech fall him pretty quick here, but his opponent's starting to give him a little bit more fight than than Jones anticipated here.
Yeah.
He's working, still holding that half Nelson. Trying to turn him. He's going to try and he's got to keep breaking his opponent down. Referee will pause for that stalemate. He'll reset them. Jones still on top. There we go. Immediately back in with that half. It's a scramble. They're on their backs now.
After having a lot of points in the first period, it's been no points so far yet.
No. That reversal really hurt Jones with some points.
Yes, it did.
Try and keep pulling him back, and he'll start getting back points. Jones, referee's signaling 2 points so far. He hasn't awarded them yet, and he'll give them there. Jones is now up 8-4. Jones will return him. His opponent trying to get out there. No such luck. He'll try to stand up once again. Jones just going to keep returning him. It takes a lot, and they'll go out of bounds. You know, it really takes a lot out of a wrestler. Just keep getting up. When it just wasn't working out for him.
No.
Ten seconds left here in the second period. Not a whole lot of action. He'll get that leg out. And that's the end of the second period.
It's going to be 8-4, still in Jones' favor.
He is hanging on to that. Coach Hancock yelling at him to bounce, but it doesn't look like he wants to do that. He's looking tired. Jones is going to give him the neutral position. That seems to be his strength so far. Again, he's looking tired.
Yeah, he does look a little gassed out there. You know, after that first period where he was really aggressive, it can get tiring. Wrestling is a sport where you get tired really easily.
Absolutely. When you're trying to impose your will on another human being's body, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
Jones is going to sprawl here. His opponent trying to pull his hips in. Jones is looking to score here in this position. He'll try and go for that ankle pick. Cover for his 2 points. There we go. He's up 10-4. Minute and 25 left in the third period. 1 point for his opponent for the escape. Jones is going to get 2 points for the takedown, and he'll go right into getting back points.
Jones really asserting his dominance this match.
Absolutely. One thing that all these CC wrestlers have got is one motor. 3 points coming his way for back points.
Making the score 15-5 with just over a minute left.
Yeah, one thing Coach Hancock certainly prides himself on is making his wrestlers the best conditioned. And I'm going to be honest, he had me thinking that Clayton Jones had me thinking he wasn't the best conditioned, but he's showing that that was just a facade.
Got his second wind.
.40 seconds left here. Jones trying to score. Trying to get that arm bar. They'll go back down to the mat, faces in. Jones has got a better opportunity when his opponent's all spread out on the mat like that, and they'll go over, starting to get back points. Not yet. Nope. Referee signaling no. Just can't quite give it to him yet.
He almost had it, but not quite enough.
That referee was looking at it. Coach certainly was calling for it, but he just didn't quite have him over. No worries, though. Jones is going to try again. He'll keep working. And that's the end of the third period. Final score, Clayton Jones 15. That led for a nice little major decision there.
Great match by Clayton.
4 points going to the Shamrocks.
Next up, we have Mason Stewart. He is ranked 5 in the state, representing CC's sophomore class.
Stewart coming out guns a-blazing here. Both wrestlers showing a whole lot of energy. Both wrestlers tied up here, trying to find a way in, just to try and get something that they can use on their opponent and start getting some points.
Stewart finally going to take a shot.
And his opponent will knock it away. Working real hard, trying to get the best shot possible. Tricky part is he doesn't want to put himself in too much danger, but he still wants to get his points.
Yeah. A lot of hand fighting going on.
Absolutely. It's a tough one, and that hand fighting really does take a whole lot out of you.
Yeah, it does, and it doesn't look like it would take up that much energy, but it really does.
No, because at the same time, while you're playing offense, you also have to play defense. There he goes, taking down 2 points against Stewart. We apologize, folks. Looks like we're having a little bit of camera technical difficulties, but it's trying to work itself out.
Get 3-2 in Stewart's favor. Nice shot. And ending out this first period. Fighting to get out.
And there we go, folks. Sorry about that. A little bit of technical difficulties. Stewart still working, trying to get out from underneath his opponent. He's going to try and do a sit-out, stand-up, and there he goes. He'll get up. He's got to break those hands, and he gets his 1 point. Score's now 4-2 in Stewart's favor. Just a little over a minute left here in the second period. Here in the 135 weight class.
Both these wrestlers going back to their comfortable position, which seems to be hand fighting.
Absolutely. Both wrestlers trying to find just a way in.
Stewart's going to get the leg. He's not going to be awarded any points, though. It's going to get him back up. And there he goes. That's going to be 2 for Stewart. That first shot didn't get any points, but that second one he's going to get awarded his too. end of this second period. Stewart really showing a comeback here with 5 unanswered points, making the score 6-2 in his favor.
Stewart trying to get control here. His opponent will sneak out from under him. They'll go into a neutral position. Both athletes just trying to find a way in.
You can see both wrestlers took a shot there and both shut each other down.
Still a scramble. Stewart's going to get his 2 points, and he's going to start taking him over for back points. Looking for a fall. He won't get it. His opponent will circle off onto his stomach. He'll get 2 points, though.
Just over a minute left. It's going to be 10-3.
There you see just how taxing and just how hard Stewart's wrenching on his opponent's shoulder. You'll also see that Oxford sticker on their headgear and the number 42 in honor of Tate Meyer. Again, just a nice memory of a true tragedy that words cannot describe that plagued that community. Again, the hearts of Shamrock Wrestling absolutely goes out to our brothers at Oxford.
Tate was a great football player and also a great wrestler, so giving him that honor is really well deserved.
Absolutely. Getting back to the action, Mason Stewart's looking to try and get a cradle, but his opponent just won't let him. He's going to try and bury that crossface again. Yep, looks like he's going to cut him. And that'll be the end of the match.
Good match from Stewart here. Going to be 10-3.
Mason Stewart will win by decision. We'd like to take a moment to thank our community partners, Vardhan Wealth Management, Pure Bar of Novi, Catholic Vantage Financial, and Cadillac of Novi. Also, Orange Jewelers. They supplied at least my lapel pin. Without them, we probably wouldn't be here. Just remember, when you support them, you support CC. Up now for CC, Jake Matigan.
Taking a shot very early. It's going to be out of bounds already. And the overall score of this match is going to be 7-0. Shamrock dominance here.
And they go out of bounds. Again, both athletes just using that out of bounds just to try and wear the other one down.
Shot again.
That's a quick double leg.
Tegan showed a lot of aggression this match.
Tegan's opponent's quick with that sprawl. We're trying to see. I think that Jake Matigan's quicker with his double leg, though.
Yeah, he's a very quick shot.
Oh, they'll almost go out of bounds there. Tied up. Tegan's opponent trying to reach for that single leg, and they'll go out of bounds. Referee will reset them to the center. No points scored with 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the first period. This 140 weight class is really competitive.
Yeah, a lot of good wrestlers around here, around these weights.
Absolutely. Tegan looking for that single leg. His opponent will sprawl. It's a scramble. Who wants it more? Who wants it more?
Tegan fighting.
Trying to get that pressure off him. He'll circle around and win that battle for the 2 points. Now it becomes breaking down your opponent, trying to get your points, trying to get more points. He'll go for that deep crossface. He'll try and circle him around and get that cradle. Coach Hancock giving coaching points there. He's an absolutely wonderful coach for the Shamrocks, leading many nationally ranked teams. Oh, it's a scramble. Teagan's going to try and run him out. They'll go out of bounds. 1 point for his opponent for an escape. Score is 2-1, 15 seconds left in the first period. Folks, if you'll take a look at that scoreboard up in your top left-hand corner of your screen, that's all student design. Stalling warning going against Antiguan's opponent here. But back to that graphic and that scoreboard, that's all student design. That's an app actually that one of our students wrote, Mr. Colin Harris. He's just done an absolutely phenomenal job.
Yeah, a lot of our guys working here super talented. They work really hard to make these streams great for you guys.
Absolutely. Colin Mack running our main camera up top. Jacob Orr running our roaming camera down below. Mr. Liam Cross over there working on the stream, running the scoreboard. A huge thanks to our administration. We couldn't do this without their support. Teagan's still working, just trying to break down his opponent. The name of the game is keeping him as flat as possible, because then once you get him flat, you can try and work bar arms, you can try and work whatever. Cross faces, all that good stuff.
A lot of things you can do from those positions.
Absolutely. It's a lot tougher when you're up in your base, but there's still some options there. Teagan's got a Turk in. Trying to get that cross face. No, looks like he's going to try and switch to that power half. Oh, no, he'll sink that crossface real deep and try and walk his opponent over. Oh, he's looking for that crossface cradle. A simple but deadly move. Teagan's working very hard, straining his arms, his shoulders, and his back, just trying to force that through. He'll plant his hand, try and walk his opponent's head towards his knee. .44 seconds left in the second period. Mategan's up 2-1.
Teagan's trying to get an arm in. He's going to get it, and from this position, you can get a couple things, but the ref is going to call it a reset.
Stalling warning on Mategan. Both athletes working, trying to get something set up. Mategan's opponent's trying to work up to his base, but Mategan is not letting him.
Closing out this second period, it's going to be 2-1, still in Mategan's favor.
Mategan's going to take the down position. Starting this third period. He's looking to score some points. His opponent's actually going to cut him. Mategan will take that third point. Score is 3-1.
Teagan circling. That's
going
going
to
to
get
be
his
2.
2 points for the takedown. And he's looking to get back points. Oh, 2 points for his opponent for that switch. Teagan's got him riding up high. He's got to get his head out. And he'll get 2 points for that reversal. Score is 7-3. Minute 13 left here in the third period. Again, this is when it gets into who wants it more. Both athletes are probably dog-tired by this time. If you go the full 6 minutes, it'll take everything you have out of you.
Yeah.
Teagan's opponent's going to get that reversal. 2 points. starting to get back points. Once those points are awarded, it'll put Metighan in a deficit.
Metighan's fighting to get out.
Absolutely, you can see the exasperation there. But he's certainly not going to go over to his back. 30 seconds left in the third period. Tegan's got to get to work and get out. Still right on the edge there. Metighan's going to try and fight into the match. Referee will reset them, but award the 3 points. 20 seconds left here in the third period. Metighan's down 7-8.
It's our first close match here, and it's looking like a good one.
Absolutely. That Holt bench is going nuts.
Yeah.
Metighan's just got to get a standout here. 13 seconds left. He's going to get it. He'll get his 1 point. And he'll secure his 2 points for the reversal. Oh, my gosh.
Giving Metighan the lead. What a turn of events.
And that'll end the match, folks. Metighan takes it up. He'll win that one 9-8. Very narrow victory for the Shamrocks. But a great one at that.
Bit of a thriller right there. Getting the lead with only 12 seconds left.
And here we are, folks. That's an exciting one.
You love to see matches like those.
Absolutely. That was a great one to see. That was.
Pulls up the last second decision. The Shamrocks ahead 10-0. Now wrestling 145 pounds for Holt.
There, you may have heard that Gilcher name in the years past, but it's absolutely one that will be remembered here at CC.
Yeah, that family, they got some great wrestlers going through them.
Absolutely. Wrestling is in his blood, and it's demonstrated there with his 2 points on the edge of the mat. Transitioning from that single leg to that double leg, it's just anybody's. He's going to cut him. He's going to cut his opponent. It's looking like he's coming into this match with some confidence. He's going to try and do an elbow pass, circle around, trying to find an opening. Odd move there for Gilcher. He'll go down, but he's going to keep trying to get something out of it.
Close out of bounds here.
2 points for the takedown awarded on the edge of the mat. Interesting tactic by his opponent just to kind of flop there.
Yeah. Not really trying to make a move or anything.
No, I think he's realizing that it might just be best for him just to take the stalling warning and get out and get on with his match. Get another opportunity. He's going to cut him. Oh, crap. That looked like it hurt.
That can't feel very good.
No, it did not. 1 point for Gilcher's opponent, but he looks rattled. Oh, my gosh. With that snap down, oh. That high crotch looked nasty. 2 points for Gilcher.
Just under.
Score is now 6-3. Gilcher's going to cut him at the edge of the mat. They'll recenter. Our secondary camera there, thanks to Jacob Orr and Colin Mack running our top cam. 2 points for Gilcher for the takedown. He'll cut his opponent. They'll go out of bounds. 1 point for him. Score is now 8-5. Gilcher will jump, try and make his opponent miss with that double leg quick shoot. Tegan looking like he's trying to take advantage. He's looking like he's going to come out on top. 25 seconds left here in the first period. 2 points for Gilcher in his takedown.
His opponent trying to break free.
1 point for him. The referee will award that escape.
And that's going to be some points for Gilcher.
Absolutely, a very quick takedown.
And
that'll be the pin. The Shamrocks first of the night with 4 seconds left in the first period. The Shamrocks will take their first fall of the night.
There you go, Dylan. Truly great wrestler.
Shamrocks there with that awesome graphic, also designed by Mr. Colin Harris. Man pans down. You'll see a brief look at our senior night posters.
Now wrestling at 152 pounds for the Rams, Grant Bachman. And for the Shamrocks, returning state champ, sophomore Darius Marinas.
The overall score of this duel so far, it's going to be 16-0 in Shamrock's favor, asserting their dominance.
Marinas has got that arm in a tricky spot for his opponent. That's torquing on that shoulder. That's causing him a lot of pain. He'll roll over. Marinas will get his 2 points for his takedown and 2 back points. Minute and 23 seconds in, and Marinas is already asserting his dominance.
And you can tell how much CC's wrestlers really want this match.
Absolutely.
Coming off their 2 losses at Super Duels last week to 2 nationally ranked teams, they are looking to bounce back here.
Marinas is certainly doing just that. He's starting to get his 2 back points. And he's got his 3 back points. He'll take it out, waiting for the referee to award, and there they go.
It's going to make the score 7-0 in Darius's favor.
And Marinas will go for Roll City right there. Looking for his back points. He's got at least 2 on the back burner, but the referee's waiting to see if he can get more than 3. More than 2, excuse me. And a special shout out to Holt Wrestling for making the trek down here. Marinas will take his 2 points there. Score is now 9-0. Marinas has got that bar arm, but he'll have to give it up for the end of the period. Moving into the second period, it'll be Marinas' choice. Oh, excuse me, we're going to start blood time. Alrighty, welcome back to Shamrock Studio. Holt's coach trying to give some coaching to his athlete who's down. But Marinas is just looking to get, he's going to go with a stack, and there's a fall. Shamrock surge ahead with another fall.
2 pins in a row.
Absolutely. Hopefully they're starting a hot streak.
Shamrock's going to extend that lead even more, making it 22-0. And wrestling for CC today, it's going to be TJ Bunn, ranked 5th in the state, and his opponent is going to be ranked 6th. So you can tell that both of these wrestlers are very talented and very good. And we should have a good match ahead of us.
And a very familiar name up to wrestle here. Tatum Bunn, the brother of one of our very own commentators. Well, would you look at that? They'll go out of bounds. Still in the neutral position, no points scored.
Looking to give him some good luck today in his match.
Shamrock's absolutely dominating with that team score of 22-0. Probably not as high as Coach Hancock would have liked it to be, but can't argue with results.
The wrestlers could be expecting to get chewed out here in the wrestling room, but a win's a win.
With a major decision followed by another decision, I don't know if that's going to cut it. They'll be sure to hear about it, but those 2 falls certainly speak for themselves. Less than a minute here in this first period. Wrestlers on the edge of the mat here. TJ's just trying to work something. They'll go out of bounds. Still in the neutral position. It looked like TJ had something going there, but not quite enough.
Couldn't quite get it.
Coach Hancock's going to walk over and have a quick conversation with that referee. Just asking for some clarification, I'm sure. And they'll go right back into it. No change in points, but 41 seconds left in the first period. At the 160 weight class, TJ's got something going. He's got to get his head out and get into control. Not enough, and that's a stalling warning on his opponent.
Really showed some aggression there.
Absolutely. TJ's just working, trying to get something going.
He's going to get a shot in. No points awarded quite yet.
That single leg, he's got to get his head out, and there's the 2. There's the sealer for the deal. With 20 seconds left in the first period, TJ finally takes a lead. TJ trying to get something going, looking for a crossface or something.
End of this first period. It's going to be 2-0 in Bunn's favor.
There we go, up and bouncing, showing just that Shamrock motor.
It's good to keep yourself going, even in between these periods. You got to keep that blood going. Got to keep that energy up.
Absolutely, and they'll wrestle. Bunn is up 2-0 going into the second period. He's ranked number 5 in the nation. Sorry, the state. Excuse me.
Number 5 in the state, and his opponent is ranked 6th as well.
So they're just going at it, trying to rearrange those rankings. He's trying to go for that chicken wing, putting a lot of pressure on that opponent's shoulder, arm, just trying to cause some pain, get him to fold. He's got that ankle. His opponent's trying to kick his way out. They'll go out of bounds in the neutral position.
You can tell his opponent's really trying to get out, but Bunn's just not letting go.
Absolutely, that iron grip. Coach Hancock there complimenting his wrestlers' hustle. Again, that's just a CC hallmark.
Truly, you can see most of these wrestlers, even for these long matches that we've had a couple of, their energy does not seem to be down. They're keeping high energy, keep fighting.
Absolutely, that endurance is really showing. A lot of time in the weight room. That's what builds that, and that's what the Shamrock Wrestling team absolutely prides themselves on, is keeping themselves in the weight room, keeping themselves in the practice room, keeping condition. Even when you're cutting weight, you still got to keep your energy level up, and they do an awesome job of that. Bunn's opponent just trying to run away there. Bunn's going to look for a mat return. He's got to struggle. They'll go out of bounds. Stalling warning on Bunn. So it looks like he's just wrapping on his opponent's waist.
A lot of tenacity from Bunn. Like, his opponent trying to get out, and he's just not letting go.
Absolutely. There you go. He'll return to the mat. 30 seconds left here in the second period. Bunn only up 2-0. He's got to get to work and score some points. Again, just trying to find something he can use to control. He'll try and they'll go rolling, and it's a scramble. That's the end of the second period. Still
looked like he almost was trying to get something there, but end of the period saves Bunn.
Absolutely. Bunn's still up 2-0. He'll take the down position and try and get his free awarded points. And there they go. They'll start wrestling. There we go. Again, there's a scramble. Bunn's on his back. He's got to get out of there. He's just got to get out.
Tough position.
He's doing everything he can to get out. Again, a lot of pressure on his shoulder. That high hammer arm. His opponent just driving it over. Bunn arching's trying to stay off his back. He's going to keep working.
Fighting for anything.
Absolutely. He knows what to do. He knows what he's got to do. It's just, can he get it done? His opponent's putting him in a very tough position.
Yeah, that cannot feel good.
Bunn's got to keep fighting here. He's not looking like he's given a whole lot, but he's just got to keep fighting, keep fighting. As tough as it is to be in that position, it's also very tough to hold him in that position, and that's demonstrated right there with Bunn getting out.
Finally getting out.
3 points going his opponent's way with 1 minute left in the third period. Bunn's got to keep his motor going. He's got to get his energy level up. Referee signaling an unsportsmanlike conduct here.
And Bunn lucky to get out of that position, but he's gonna get out of that position, but not without his opponent getting a few points first.
Absolutely. They just got to keep fighting, and that referee has got to keep control of this match. We've seen a couple of them. I know in my time I've seen a couple of them. Just those Davison matches, those are tough ones because that's.
Teams versed. Davison won the state championship against us.
Absolutely. Super Duel certainly look tough.
We're going to get squared away here again.
Absolutely. Score correction there. Bunn is down now just 2 to 3 with 43 seconds left in the third period. Bunn's got to get to work. 2 points for that reversal.
Good move by Bunn. Got to make it 4 to 3.
Absolutely. 31 seconds left. He's got to get more points on the board. Give the Shamrocks a larger margin of lead.
Made something out of nothing there.
Absolutely. And that's wrestling IQ. Bunn trying to pull him back onto the mat. We're going to go stalling warning on Bunn. 1 point for his opponent. Yes, that's his second stalling warning. It's now tied 4-4. 6 seconds left. They'll go into overtime here, and they'll go out of bounds. Bunn's still on top, his opponent down.
Got to keep him down for these 2 seconds to go into overtime.
Holt's coach coming over to confer with the referee.
It's the second time that's happened this match.
Absolutely.
And I'm wondering if that point correction there had anything to do with the unsportsmanlike.
I think it did. I strongly think it did. Just that timing and just that referee, he seemed like he had something to say. Again, once again, back up here in Shamrock Media Studio. We're waiting to see that score correction ourselves. We'll get you guys updated as soon as possible. Looks like score is gonna stay the same, and they'll start wrestling. Bunn trying to get some work done, but his opponent won't let that happen. Here they go into OT. This is where the Shamrocks need to shine.
Always fun to watch some overtime.
Absolutely. Somebody's got to score points, and somebody's going to win, and somebody's going to lose. That's how it works. No points awarded. No points. No
Bunn
points.
Fighting.
2 points for the takedown. Bunn's opponent will win in overtime.
And that's going to be the first loss for the Shamrocks. Tough loss there.
Absolutely. An OT loss is just a tough one to see.
Cam Adams is up. He's ranked 6th in the state. Going to take the shot, and that's going to be 2 for Adams, making it 2-0 already. And just like last week, Adams came in with a lot of energy, and he's doing that again here.
Cam Adams looking for something he can get on his opponent. He's got that deep belt arm.
And after that Holt win, it's going to be 22-2. Still Shamrock's favor. Small loss in a big duel.
A tough first loss for the Shamrocks, but looks like they're going to come out swinging again. Adams is trying to get something going. He's getting back points now on his opponent. A little bit of a lower energy match, not quite as many turnovers here.
Yeah, which is not how his match went last week, as last week he came out and he almost had like 6 points in the first period very quickly.
Absolutely. Two very tough wrestlers. They're going to be on the edge of the mat, and they'll go out of bounds. 28 seconds left in the first period. Adams is up 5-0 over his opponent. There they go. They'll start wrestling. And here we go. Adams still working, trying to get a crossface going. Just trying to keep breaking his opponent down. He'll get 2 back points. 9 seconds left here in the first period. He's up 7-0. And that's the end of the first period. Looks like it'll be Holt's choice first. The wrestler from Holt will take the down position. He'll get set in the referee position. And they're off. Adams is on, and he's already trying to chop his opponent down, trying to get something going. He is putting his opponent to work. Adams trying to get something going. He's working with that chicken wing, just trying to run his opponent over. But his opponent's got his knee up, making that very tough to do. Again, just putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder. Minute and 22 seconds left in the second period with the 171 weight class. Again, his opponent's just trying to keep himself down, keep his head in the sand. Adams will start getting back points, taking advantage of his opponent stalling, in my opinion. Adams has got some back points coming his way, at least. He's looking to get some more. 50 seconds left in the second period. He's up still 7-0. Referee pointing, trying to tell Adams get something going here. Adams has got to take his bar arm out, his chicken wing out before he can get his 3 back points. 20 seconds left in the second period. Looks like he's going to, I don't think he knows that he's got those points secured. And there he goes, 3 points, 3 back points for him, but 1 point for his opponent. They'll go out of bounds before something can happen. They'll be in the neutral position with 7 seconds left in the second period. Score is 10-1 there. Adams' opponent looking like he's coming out a blazing. And that's the end of the second period. They'll move into the third. It'll be Adams' decision. Adam will take down. And there they go. They're off. Adams with that quick sit out. He's going to keep trying to work. He's going to build his base on his tripod. He'll go down to his butt and sit. He's going to keep, again, working, trying to build up to that tripod. But his opponent's got that half Nelson. Again, that's a very tough on his shoulder and on his neck. As we start getting up here in weight, again, that just the level of difficulty when you just got to work and you've got someone on top of you and you're trying to build out onto your base, it's tough. It's real tough. I'm surprised that referee is not calling it potentially hazardous. He's just torquing on his shoulder. He's telling Adams he's got to get his butt in gear. Stalling warning on him because he did not respond. 1 point for the escape. He'll get up and out of bounds. 1 minute and 1 second left in the third period. Adams is up 11-1.
A lot of energy coming from this Holt bench.
Absolutely. The second man on that mat. 2 points for Adams, and with the takedown, he'll immediately start going. It looks like his opponent has spent all of his energy.
His opponent had to make a little bit of a comeback there and just wasn't able to do it, making it 13-1 in Adams' favor.
Absolutely. It looks like Adams spent his time on bottom recovering his energy and getting ready to take it to his opponent. Because right now he's got him over getting back points, and his opponent looks gassed. Three back points, and that'll give Adams the tech fall, putting the Shamrocks up 27-2.
Good match from Adams there.
Absolutely. And here comes the number one, the big dog in the house, Manny Rojas.
Great wrestler here.
Absolutely. There he is, giving a little show to his bench, his teammates. He is ready to go.
On top of being known as one of the best wrestlers in the room, he's also he's a big bright spot in that room as well.
Absolutely. 2 points for that takedown. Referee's going to stop it, though. Whoever's working that clock has got to get it in gear. Again, a huge shout out to our stream manager, Liam Cross. He's on top of it already. But Rojas is going to cut him, give his opponent a point. They'll get up and going. His opponent's going to try and go hard for that snap down, but Rojas will dominate. Quick with that return, he'll get the 2 points right away. Score is 4-1. And he'll roll over, getting some back points.
Manny trying to get him to his back.
Absolutely, just working him.
You can really tell just how strong Rojas is.
Rojas is torquing on his shoulder. That is a lot of pain he's feeling right now. They're working very hard, and and Rojas is getting it done. He's looking for that fall with 58 seconds in the first period, and there it is. Manny Rojas retains his spot as the number one wrestler in his weight class in the nation.
Such a talented wrestler. Truly a once-in-a-generation talent.
Absolutely.
And up for CC, it's going to be Connor Burkume, representing our freshman at CC.
Yes, sir. He'll move into the 189 weight class. Another special shout out to some of our community partners, Success Mortgage Partners, Ramerica United Realty of Novi, Joe's Produce, and Ave Maria Mutual Funds. Again, when you support them, you support CC. And here we go. Ranked freshman Connor Burkume. Ranked number 13 in the state. He is working hard, and he's got his 2 points for the takedown over his opponent. You know, in my heyday, I remember Boston Meisner, and this guy reminds me of him. He's got that great tenacity. He's got that work ethic. He's got that drive. He's got that violence.
Yeah, Boston was a great wrestler for CC.
Absolutely. But as the legacy goes, Bercume is looking to make his own. In this 215 weight class, they're working hard. Bercume is trying to find a way in. His opponent is sitting there like a rock. Just trying to evade maneuvers, sit tight, wait out the period. A minute left in the first. Shamrocks are up with a team score of 33-2. Bercume working. He's got that hammer. That hammer arm. He's trying to get his opponent going over. Again, putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder. I can definitely imagine that pain. I've been through it. 30 seconds left in the first period. I've been through that shoulder pain myself, and I can tell you it is not fun.
Yeah, we're right around where you were, Ben.
No, I was a lot north of this. I wrestled heavyweight, so this is a different ball game. Bercume will get 3 back points.
Couple weights behind.
Absolutely. I think I'm pushing I'm pretty close to 285 now in my heyday, my senior year. But no, those were some good times wrestling.
And as you get to these heavier weights, you know, it's a lot less of a shooting game. It's a lot more kind of slow bottom.
Absolutely. The name of the game is to survive. Oh my gosh, look at that mat return. Bercume recovering gorgeously from that. I have never seen a heavyweight recover quite that well. Stalling warning on Bercume's opponent.
They don't move like that too often, but when they do, it's exciting.
No, that was a shock. And I'm sure Bercume was shocked as well, but he was ready for it, it looked like. 1:46 left here in the second period with this 215 weight class. Bercume is up 5-0. 1 point for Bercume for the escape, making it 6-0. They're in neutral, and again, this is where the heavyweights rule. It's less of a shooting game. You see less single legs, more ankle picks like you just saw.
Giving Bercume those 2 points, making it 6-0 in his favor.
Absolutely. His opponent going with the reversal, though, cutting that lead down 6-2. 1:15 left in the second period. Bercume is getting his energy back. Again, it's less of a shooting game at these higher weights, and it's more of who is better conditioned. That's a lot of weight pressing down on Bercume right now, and it takes a lot out of you. Your muscles are fatigued. You can't breathe. You just have to fight through it. And the only way to get out of it, well, there are a couple ways. Time can expire. You either make that change or you lose. Those are your options. You are limited with options in that position, and you make your own destiny, and that's what makes the sport of wrestling so unique. Connor Bercume has got to choose his destiny here. He has got to make a decision. He's at a turning point. His opponent's got a power half in. Again, that's really tough to counter because that's a locked hand on one side.
And a throw there.
Absolutely. But that's got to be taking something out of his opponent, too. It's very tough to keep returning a guy. It's tough to keep getting up, but it's even tougher to continue to return. Referee trying to communicate with Bercume here, telling him he's got to get his butt in gear. 3 seconds left in the second period, and that'll be the end of the second period. Moving into the third period, Connor Bercume is up by 6 points. But he is looking like it's taken its toll. He's got to get some points on the board. He's got to get more active. His opponent takes down because he thinks he can definitely secure the win.
And just like you said earlier, it's a lot of stamina. It's a lot of energy being sucked out. And Bercume hopefully can get a second win here, but you could tell at the end of that second period he looked a little gassed.
Absolutely. He's got to keep working. He's got to keep his motor going. If he doesn't, it's going to be a lot tougher for him to win this match. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a lot tougher. Bercume's got to set something up here. He's trying to roll that wrist under. He's trying to get a control. Coach Hancock telling him he's got to get some points on the board. He's got to keep building his lead. Right now, he's looking at a decision which isn't enough for the Shamrocks. They've got to keep getting majors, techs, and falls.
That's what you're expected to do when you're first in the state.
Absolutely. When you're ranked this high in the nation, when you're ranked this high in the state, you've got to keep your foot on the gas, even against a top-ranked opponent like Holt.
It's all about keeping that dominance and showing that we deserve that number one spot.
Absolutely. Earning your position is CC's name of the game, and they do it well. They have earned their spots everywhere they are. They work very hard. 1 point for Bercume's opponent. Score is now 8-4. 30 seconds left in the third period. Again, Bercume is looking at a decision. He's got to get majors. He's got to get falls.
Got to keep working here.
Absolutely. This freshman is performing very well for a freshman, but he has to decide whether he wants to achieve greatness. Two points for Bercume's opponent for that takedown. Score is 8-5 now, and that's the end of the third. That's the end of the match, folks. Bercume walks away with a fall. With a decision.
8-5 is going to be the final score.
Absolutely. Shamrocks need to...
Bercume picks up the decision with the Shamrocks ahead 36-2 in the dual meet. Now wrestling at 285 pounds, for Holt, one-ranked Josh Terry. And the Shamrocks, senior.
Great wrestler here. Very talented, and heavyweights really, just as we saw with Bercume's match, it's a big thing with takedown, or not as many takedowns. It's more about size and imposing your will. It's more of a strength game, and as you can see here, it's not a ton of action happening, as you can expect when you're at the heavyweights.
Nope, with his heavyweights, we're 30 seconds in, no shots. But again, the more conditioned athlete will prevail. And again, that's CC's strength. They'll go out of bounds, still in the neutral position. Ross just absolutely working him. Ross is trying to find an opening here. Again, these matches aren't won or lost in the first period unless you get takedowns. They're won and lost when you start getting into referees' positions. You're not going to see a whole lot of takedowns in these 185s, but you'll see falls, you'll see back points, and you will see guys dominate from that referee's position. And we're going to go with a stalemate. The referee's going to reset them to the center. Another quick shout out to one of our community partners, Impact Management Service and the Mike Cox Law Firm. Ross still working there, just trying to kill time, getting into that second period. They're still looking to try and find an opportunity to get in, but it's lower on the priority list. Defense is higher.
And that's the big thing when you get to these heavyweights is defense and trying to play defense, but at the same time playing offense while not tiring yourself out too quickly.
Absolutely, and that's the name of the game, is finding that balance. Finding that equilibrium is the tough part, because you need to be aggressive, but you can't be so aggressive that you put yourself in a bad position going forward. You have to win, but by winning, you can't lose. The focus still has to be on winning your match, but you also have to keep in mind that you cannot lose. It'll be Holt's decision. He'll take down. It's Ross's choice now. Ross will go on, and they'll wrestle. Ross with that ankle drive. He's going to start trying to break that down, break his opponent down, chopping that elbow, trying to get something going.
Trying to impose his will here.
Absolutely. Ross was also our starting left tackle in football. He's a 4-year starter. He's a 4-year player. He did extremely well, and he is very, very aggressive. He's very strong, and he's very well disciplined. And that plays to his strength right here. Minute and 30 seconds in, still 0-0.
That's going to be escape for Holt. Looking like a heavyweight match right here.
Absolutely. They've just got to keep it going and keep working. Still in a neutral position. Ross's opponent sprinting back to the center of the mat. Ross looking for direction from his coach.
And you can tell Ross here is a little tired, but as we've seen with these last few matches, is even when our wrestlers get tired, they still are able to prevail.
Absolutely. Ross they're going to go out of bounds. No, referee's not signaling quite yet. They're on the edge. They are on the edge. Still no takedown, no points awarded. Referee's looking like he's going to call a stalemate because nothing's going on. A lot of encouragement coming from on both sides here. They're going to go with the stalemate. So I'm surprised there's been no stalling calls so far.
I know it's been a bit surprising, and although it's expected that these matches are going to be a lot of fighting that we can't really see on the outside, it's still been a lot of sitting. There's been a lot of sitting this game, this match.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's sitting and waiting and looking for something that your opponent just doesn't have, and that's a defensive flaw.
And as you said earlier, the crowd and your teammates can really be the second man here, and we're seeing that as we're getting a lot of encouragement from both sides, like you said.
Absolutely. The encouragement on both sides is the name of the game. If you can push your wrestlers to get points, they'll take care of business. Ross is down 0-1 going into the third period. He's on bottom, looking to get that quick stand up. That's another Shamrock hallmark, is that you need to win on bottom. You need to get out, you need to get escapes, you need to put points on the board. His opponent absolutely hammering his elbow, trying to get him to break down, but Ross won't let him. Again, it's a lot about that mental discipline, that mental toughness. You have to be able to deal with pain and deal with people just hammering on your elbow, shoulder, knee, neck, whatever. You've got to be able to deal with it and combat it so that you can do it back to them.
And that's just wrestling. It's you got to fight through that pain.
Absolutely. Ross working, trying to get something out of it. 1:15 left here in the third period. They are working hard. Again, you can see the sweat shining off of them. Off of these athletes. They are working just so hard, trying to find a way in, trying to break down their opponent, trying to find a way up, trying anything and everything.
And Berkeum's going to have to make something happen here if he wants to win his match.
Absolutely. Ross needs to get something accomplished. 44 seconds left here in the third period. He's down by 1. He needs to score. He needs to get something. He needs an escape. He needs a takedown. He needs back points. He needs a reversal. He will take whatever points he can get right now. He has got to earn them. Going into the final 30 seconds, he's got to find his groove. He's got to kickstart his motor. He's got to kick it into high gear. .13 seconds left, and Ross is still in need of points. Again, these 285 weight classes aren't usually decided by tech falls, aren't usually decided by falls even. They're decided by who wins. And at this point in time, it wasn't Ross. Ross has got to come back with a fire under his belly, and he's got to keep working for next time. Because we know he can, and he's got everything behind him going for him. But he's got to get it. He's got to get after it. Holt picks up another 3 points here. Shamrocks ahead 36-5. And here we go, right back to the featherweights. A little bit of headgear problems there.
And a big change of pace from what you normally see with these heavyweights and with these, like Ben said, these feathers, lightweights. It's a lot more shots and it's a lot more aggressive and a lot more action that you'll get to see. A little bit of hand fighting going on here. Both wrestlers looking for something, and Holt's going to take a shot. They're not going to get awarded their points quite yet. Nathan fighting here, trying to break off the leg that his opponent's got on him. We're going to reset here. Still 0-0. Nathan going to take a shot. Nathan going to get his two.
Two points for his opponent for that quick reversal. Wow, that was quick. Again, with these lighter weights, it's just quick, high pace. You got to check your feelings. Keep your teeth in your mouth. Because you're going 100 miles an hour and they are up and moving. And there we go. That's the end of the first period. Moving into the second period, Wakowiak's up 4-2. It'll be his first decision. He'll defer to the third period. His opponent's going to take down, again, looking to score with a sit-out, a stand-up, a tripod, something.
Nathan fighting here, trying to get that leg, trying to make something happen.
Absolutely. They're trying to fight and get something going, but it's a battle of the wills. Who wants it more? His opponent with that quick reversal. Again, it's all quick. It happens. These matches can change in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, and we've seen that a couple times so far in our earlier matches.
Again, just the motor on these athletes is just looking for something and waiting to pounce, trying to find your opportunity, waiting for it to come, and pouncing.
With just a little bit over a minute left here, it's going to be 4-4. All tied up.
Absolutely, all tied up it is. They are working hard. They are trying to get points. They are tied right now with a little over a minute going into the left in the second period. They've got to find something. A hefty mat return there. Wakowiak's a little bit, he's going to get a point off of that.
Can't do that.
Absolutely. There have been a couple of those potentially hazardous and illegal moves that are just going on, and they're tough. They're very, very, very painful, and they just keep you moving.
And from that illegal throw, Nathan's going to get awarded a point, which will give him the lead.
Again, another potentially hazardous move will give Wakowiak a point. Coach Hancock coming over to assist his wrestler there.
And that can really get you dazed up and be very dangerous.
Absolutely. Coach Hancock taking some heat from the crowd, but he's doing what he has to protect his wrestlers, and that's what it's about. That's the CC difference. Coach Hancock is tough, but he takes care of his wrestlers, and that's the important part.
And those dangerous throws from Nathan's opponent are actually going to cost him too.
Absolutely. The trick to wrestling is being tough and aggressive, but finding an equilibrium, finding a balance between being aggressive and not hurting your opponent.
And Nathan's very tough, and you can tell even though he was dazed there for a second, he got right back up and was ready to wrestle again.
Absolutely, and he's still hanging on to the lead with 3 seconds left in the second period. They'll go out of bounds. While Koyak working, trying to find some way to get out, but they'll go into the third period, and it will be his choice. He's got to make the decision now, up or down.
Tough wrestling from Nathan today.
Absolutely. Well, Koyak will choose the down position, but his opponent will cut him, giving him a point. Expanding his lead, but his opponent thinks he can take him. Nathan's got his opponent on the ropes. It's still neutral, but while Koyak's working, just trying to find somewhere to go. No points there. No points awarded yet. Both wrestlers trying to find some points, while Koyak's going to circle, trying to get something going, start something up. His opponent will get to his feet, though. And he'll do a throw by, giving himself 2 points. And he'll cut while Koyak, his lead is by 2 points. That's just a takedown away. He's 8-6 with a minute left in the third period. While Koyak's got to turn on the Jets. He's got to get himself going. And he is battling it out right now, gritting his teeth and getting to work, trying to get to his points. It's a tough-looking match. 2 points awarded.
Showing off that strength, a great move right there.
Absolutely. When you're down and on the ropes, how are you going to respond to adversity? And that's something that Shamrock Nation does very well.
Nathan really fighting here, doing great so far to keep this lead going.
Absolutely. They're working hard. He's trying to get something going, trying to get more points on the board. But as the clock winds down, he's looking to get every single point he can. This has been one absolute doozy of a match. Again, our scoreboard manager and stream manager over there giving fist bumps, because this has been one nail biter. While Koyak walks away with his hand raised over his opponent's.
A fun duel to watch so far.
Absolutely. While it might not look like in the score, it absolutely has been just beyond fun to watch.
These matches, a lot of them have been very close. And Simon Dominguez is up for CC, and he's ranked second in the state.
They'll get off to a very, very quick start, blazingly quick, starting to go already.
Simon's got a leg. Not letting go of that leg, and his opponent's doing everything to fight out of it, but he's not letting up.
Absolutely. Caden, I don't think my leg could go that far if I asked nicely.
I don't think it could either. As you get to these lighter weights, more flexibility.
Absolutely. Flexibility and I are not exactly on the best of terms. Dominguez will come away 2 points with a lead of 2-1. Both athletes just working their tails off. minute left here in the first period. Dominguez trying to get something going. He is working, and he is getting it done. Would like to give another shout out to all the parents of the seniors tonight. I know that my mom especially is it's going to be rough going away. My senior year, I've been absolutely blessed to be a part of this media organization. Referee's going to stop play here. We're going to go neutral position.
Yeah, we truly are going to miss you, Ben. You've done great for us.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the work that my fellow seniors and my fellow media team members put in. It's been a long time coming, and this is absolutely something that I'm proud of. A little under 10 seconds left here in the first period at the 112 pounds. And with a little flourish of activity starting off there just to end the first period. Score is still 2-1. We're learning a little bit about that kerfluffle when the referee was trying to get the other team under control. We're learning that the coach was telling him to break his opponent's arm. And I get that metaphorically, you're just trying to impose your will on your opponent, but man, that's tough.
It's like correction here, not coach, the bench.
Excuse me, pardon me. The bench of Holt's bench telling him to break his arm. I get getting after it, but that's something else.
That's extreme.
Exactly. The name of the game here is just to keep wrestling, to be good sports, and to be good people. That's the goal of the Catholic High School League, and that's the goal of the MHSAA. Is not just to be good athletes, not just to be good students, but to be well-rounded young men and women. And all of our coaches, every single coach, if you asked them, would say the exact same thing, that their number one goal is to make better men and women. It's not to win games. It's not to win championships. It's to make and mold young people.
Agreed. And looking back into our match here, Simon's going to be down 2-3 with just above 20 seconds left in the second period. And Simon's looking to make something happen so that he can pull out the win here.
Absolutely. He's got to get something going in the last period here. As this period winds down with just 10 seconds left on the clock, he's got to kick it into high gear. And we will move into the third period. A very, very, very tough match for both wrestlers. Neither one giving up a whole lot, but neither one making a whole lot of points either.
Yeah, and Simon has really been fighting. He was fighting that whole second period, and his opponent was just not letting up.
Absolutely. But again, with that tenacity, it starts in the weight room. You just got to keep after it. You can tell that was not his first time digging deep. He's gutting it out right now, and he's working on getting up and getting points. He's got to get a point to get an escape to tie this match. Otherwise, it's just another decision, and it looks like he'll take two. Oh, no, not quite. Sorry, getting a little bit ahead of myself.
Wishful thinking.
Absolutely. Dominguez is trying to get something. He's got to cover his opponent's hips to get his 2 points for his reversal, but that was an impressive move. He's got plenty of time to work with.
It's going to be 2 for the reversal.
2 points for the reversal.
And just a little earlier there, you could see where his opponent's pushing his head down. That can't feel very good
Absolutely.
at all.
That takes a lot out of your neck muscles. I can tell you from experience that drains you mentally, physically, all of it. Oh, and it looks like we're going to start blood time here.
2-5 so far. Simon does not have the lead, but he's wrestled hard.
Absolutely. Both wrestlers working very hard. Dominguez is going to start bleeding out of his face, but welcome back up here. And here we go, down to our wrestlers.
No, it's good to be able to not just have parents back. It's good to have everyone allowed in the building so that they can see their wrestlers.
Absolutely. And that's a game changer when you're an athlete performing, is you want your friends there as well as your family. Because you're not just wrestling for yourself. If you got a student section behind you, you are working for everybody. Dominguez is going to get returned to the mat. 38 seconds left here in the third period. It's looking tough. He's got to get something going. He's got to kickstart his motor, get off his butt, and kick it into high gear. And it looks like he's trying to do that just on the edge of the mat. They'll go out before he can make something happen, and that's just so frustrating to see.
Right when you're about to make a move, it just be cut short.
Exactly. Is to work for something, work at it, pick at it, and just inch closer, and then boom, it's taken away from you. And Dominguez is going to work to try and get that started again. 14 seconds left in the third period. They're working tough. They're looking very tough, and it's looking like it's going to be a tough comeback for Dominguez.
And just not looking like there's enough time. Simon's going to take the loss.
Nope. With more time and maybe a little less bleeding, that would have been a possibility. But as of right now, he's just going to have to come back later and hungry in that state individual meet.
Wrestle tough.
Absolutely. Very tough wrestlers. And another batch coming up right now. Drew Heatice checking in for the Shamrocks.
Great wrestler coming up, representing our junior class. He's ranked second in the state.
As I'm looking over at our stat sheet, I see a lot of lower numbers. Not lower on the depth chart. Lower in value. Just ones, twos, twos. A lot of twos, a lot of ones. A lot of great wrestlers in the Shamrock roster. And Heatice is one of them. But that looked like a rookie mistake. So, hey, sometimes those roles work out for you and sometimes they don't. But the beautiful thing about Heatice is he is going to keep after it. He is working, trying to correct his mistake. And that's absolutely admirable about these guys.
And Drew's going to keep onto that leg, not wanting to let go.
They'll pause and come back now. Again, just checking each other's stance, trying to look for an opportunity to get in there. Shamrock still taking a 31-point team lead. 0-0 with 1 minute left in the first period. 2-0 now for Heatice in the first period. 1 minute left.
And like you were saying earlier, with having everyone back, especially on a night as important as this, it being senior night, it's really good to have everyone be back.
Absolutely. It's nice when you're a senior to have your send-off match be with your family and your friends. I can tell you from experience that senior night for football was probably one of my most emotional football games outside of the Brother Rice game. That one's always a kicker, but that senior night just got to me this year, and I can tell that it's getting to these wrestlers too, because they're realizing that their time is coming to an end. At least at the high school level, it's coming to an end. A lot of our athletes are moving on to wrestle in college, but there's just something special about wrestling, wearing that Valiant blue and peerless white. It's very special for our athletes, and they do it so well. They've grown to love it, and they've grown into this brotherhood that represents so well. Heat Ice working, trying to get some points there.
His opponent fighting did not get stopped. And as we end the first period, it's going to be 2-0 in Heat Ice's favor.
Absolutely. And it's a tough one. It's going to be a low-scoring one, but Heat Ice is going to take bottom. Again, looking to get that points, but not before he stops to tie his shoes.
A little bit of shoe trouble.
Absolutely. Sometimes, those shoes, untied shoes, that headgear messing around, and that blood time just absolutely add up. Stalling warning again, because that's the rule, you know. Heat Ice looks like he's oh, no, that's just the tape. But very unwise to take out your laces. But Heat Ice working hard there. Coach Hancock coming down to help tape out that ankle. Referee checking in with the head table, just double check and make sure that stalling warning is denoted. It's just one of those things, you know. It's that attention to detail that will get you. Is you got to make sure your laces are taped. You got to make sure your shoes are tied, double knotted, triple knotted if you gotta. And they'll go. They're off to start that second period. Heat Ice up 2-0 with the 119 weight class.
And these refs are really going to mark you down for really anything. So like you said, even just an untaped shoe can cost you.
Absolutely. When the little things matter, the refs are going to notice. When it comes down to it, they've got a job to do, and if you're making it tougher for them to do their job, they're not going to like you very much. But Coach Hancock and all of our athletic direction staff just does a great job maintaining those relationships with our referees, because without them, we can't perform. Heat Ice with that quick scramble, absolutely blazingly fast. He'll get 2 points off of that. A minute and 20 left to go in the second period. Heat Ice showing off some insane speed.
And he's known for being just super quick, and quick shots, quick moves, and it's hard for your opponent to react.
Absolutely. When you're going at 200 miles an hour, it's tough for you to react to just about anything. And that's one thing that Coach Hancock absolutely takes pride in, is that his athletes go 100 miles an hour, and they work their tails off in the wrestling room in practice and in the weight room doing that. Especially, and a special thank you goes out to our Mercy Elite Sports Performance Program. They take care of our athletic training. They just keep our athletes going and keep them healthy. And a special shout out to Coach Chris Range, just keeping our athletes at their top and peak performance. Heat Ice is going to take 2 points there, and that's just another testament to the work he's put in the off season, in the summer, and in the fall and in the spring. Is that you are building your armor, and Heat Ice is showing off that he is an absolute powerhouse.
Quick and strong, and it shows up on the scoreboard as he has the lead up 6-0.
Absolutely. 3 seconds left in the second period. Moving into the third, his opponent looks gassed. And I'll be honest, if that was me, I would be gassed too.
Yeah. Heat Ice has really showed dominance here. Had control most of this match.
Absolutely. Heat Ice is just trying to show off some of the weapons he has in his arsenal of moves. Again, that comes from a well-seasoned coaching staff. Special shout-out to Coach Biondo, Coach Hancock, and all the other coaches there. He'll get 2 points, bringing the score 8-0. He's putting himself in a good position for a major decision or a tech fall.
Absolutely.
1 point for his opponent. They'll go out of bounds. Heat Ice has got to keep his foot on the gas. He's got to keep it going, and he's got to look for a fall. The Shamrocks need it if they want to continue this large lead they've got.
And Heat Ice is going to get a leg. He's going to lose it. His opponent is going to fight it off.
Absolutely. They're on the edge of the mat. Referee is just waiting, and there it is. They are out of bounds. They're in neutral. No points awarded there, and that's a tough sell for some of our athletes.
Heat Ice quickly getting a leg.
Absolutely. Quick with that roll, too. Sometimes the best defense is just to roll right on through. Just keep that going and keep your momentum working in your favor.
100%.
We see a lot more of our seniors warming up, I can see, on our warm-up mat off to my right side. They're working hard, and Tice is working harder. He's getting 2 more points, bringing his lead to 10-1 with 33 seconds left here in the third period.
Wrestling a great match so far. His opponent has barely had time to breathe.
Absolutely, and that is Tice's strength. That is his doing. That's his arsenal coming out and putting itself on display. They do a great, great job. 15 seconds left. Tice's opponent is looking to get something going, but Tice has got plans of his own. He is absolutely just putting him over his shoulder like he's a sack of potatoes. 2 points coming his way as we wind down the third period and the match. Tice will walk away with a major decision here, giving the Shamrocks another 5 points.
Great match.
Excuse me, 3 points. 4 points.
And up next for CC, it's going to be Anthony Walker. And again, another second ranked in the state.
You know, I've known Anthony Walker for a long time. He's a classmate of mine. He's also a senior. I don't know, man. That number 2 seed is a tough sell for me. I've seen him wrestle a couple times over the years. He's got a motor that nobody else does.
He truly does. He's so great at keeping that energy high.
Absolutely. 2 points just right there within the first 9 seconds of the match.
Proving our point.
Absolutely. Again, when you've got great wrestlers wrestling in front of you, it makes it so much easier to comment on it. All I've got to do is describe it.
Yeah, truly. It's so easy when your wrestlers are making it really fighting.
Nationally ranked for every year I've been here. Every year I've been here, our wrestling team has been nationally ranked up there in the top 10, and it's amazing.
Up until last year where we lost in the championship, we had 4 in a row.
Absolutely. That 4-peat is on a lot of shirts you see around here, and it's absolutely something that CC takes pride in. You can see when we pan away that all of our banners in our gym are state championship banners. And the ones that you can't see, 2 points here for Walker. The ones that you can't see are on the side of our camera guy. There's whatever you see when you pan out and you see all of our banners, it's the same thing on the other side. And we don't hang, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you we don't hang banners for second place. We don't hang banners for district or conference or city championships. We hang state championship banners. And it's something that this school takes a lot of pride in, is how many state championships we've got.
Second place is last place to CC pretty much.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that is a culture that all of our athletes come to know, is that you start off your season, your goal, you've got goals, right? All of our coaches sit down and establish goals. Walker just absolutely, Walker's just absolutely dominating his opponent on the edge of the match.
8-3.
9 seconds left in the first period. That score does not reflect what I'm seeing.
No, he's really asserting his dominance, playing strong.
Absolutely. And it's that culture of violence. It's that culture of championships. I've been to see a lot of colleges. Some of them have a culture of winning, and it's a lifestyle. You don't win when you feel like it. You don't win when you get lucky. You win when you decide your own fate, and that's the important part. That's what happens here at CC.
And the people who are expected to establish that, as well as the people who are wrestling or playing in their sport, a big part of it is the coaches. Coach Hancock really instills a winning mindset.
Absolutely, and it's Coach Hancock, it's all of our coaches. Mr. Babbitt's Walker's got his opponent on his back. Walker is looking for that fall from the referee. He's looking right there at the referee, just like, hey, I've got him. He's down. He is not getting up. Walker is locking it up, and there is the fall.
Great match from Anthony. Really did not let up.
No, not for a second. Did not take his foot off of his opponent's throat. That'll bring the Shamrocks team score 49-8 over Holt. And that's the end of our match, but we'll go right into some exhibition matches.
And we love to see a little bit of exhibition matches, so that way our seniors can get a couple matches in.
Absolutely.
As a nice farewell.
It looks like Coach Hancock is going to let all of his seniors wrestle. All of his able-bodied seniors will take a turn on the mat. Up now, Nico Portillo. He's been with the CC Wrestling program for 4 years. I wrestled with him. He's a great guy. He's just somebody that I've absolutely grown to know, and he's just a great asset to this team. He's quick, he's tough, he's strong, and he's determined to win. Just about all of our athletes here are determined to win. Again, those goals are state championships and winning at the highest level possible. 2 points for Portillo's opponent. Portillo is going to work trying to get off of his stomach, and he'll go with that reversal. Referee's waiting to see whether he can establish it. He'll circle and get his 2 points. Portillo taking a lead there. Tying it up with 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go in the first period. Portillo is working to get something done. He's got an agenda. He's got something on his mind, and he's going to make it happen.
Absolutely. Minute left here in the first period. 2-2, still tied up.
Absolutely. All tied up down here on the mat. On Bernie Holowicki Court here at Detroit Catholic Central High School. Referee will pause play. Again, that just culture of dominance is absolutely present here. Coach Hancock leading several nationally ranked teams.
And yet still has never won an MHSAA award.
Absolutely, and that's something that is absolutely flabbergasting to me, is someone that is as talented. He's, I think, ranked the second winningest coach,
I believe,
in the state of Michigan's history for all coaches across the board. He's number 2. Second, I believe, only to his predecessor, Coach Rodriguez.
And what's even crazier about that is Coach Hancock really has not been working as a coach here for too long.
I was going to say the opposite. He's been working here for 12 years, I think.
12 years.
Just working very hard. And Portillo will walk away with that fall. Just a great addition to the CC Wrestling program and a great way to send off one of our senior wrestlers.
It's always nice to see when a senior in their last match is able to win.
Absolutely. Working very hard. Welcome back up to Shamrock Media Studio. Again, I'm your host, Ben.
Now wrestling for Holt, Great Hope for the Shamrocks, senior Jason Side.
And they are off. They are working very hard, and he's ready to get stuff done. Jason Saad, the starting center and senior captain of the CC football team. Again, he's wrestled for a little while. I've wrestled with him. He's an absolute unit. What he lacks in height, he absolutely makes up for in tenacity and strength. He's just a stand-up guy.
Built like a tank.
Absolutely. Coach Bell, our offensive line coach, used to call him the fire hydrant because you could not move him. He was a fire plug. Absolutely just one of the toughest guys I've met, and he carries that attitude with him everywhere. He's a great guy. He's got a great personality. He's a fine young man, but he is a worker, and he puts in the work. He's tough, and he will stand strong, and he'll stand toe-to-toe with just about anybody. Again, I stand at 6'4", 275 pounds, and Jason Saad is probably one of the toughest guys I've ever gone against. He's just got a motor on him. He works extremely hard. He's a great wrestler.
And that motor and that determination is showing here, and a lot of hand fighting going on, but these big guys, the hand fighting can be really tiring, even in these lower weights, and so to show their motor You can really see that with Bess.
Absolutely. He's got that deep underhook. He's trying to get something going, and he'll try and fake a shot, but he'll go down. He's got to keep circling. He's got to keep circling just to try and avoid giving his opponent the takedown. He'll give up those 2 points, but I'm sure that this will not be his last stand. 16 seconds left here in the first period. Saad's down 2-0.
It looks like Saad's going to take an injury to around his elbow.
Elbow, shoulder, something. That looked like it hurt.
Tough to see.
Absolutely. He's gonna keep working. Mr. Ogar, again, thanks to Mercy Elite for taking care of our athletes, and an intern there does an absolutely wonderful job. We're gonna start injury time, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Again, you see that injury timer in that graphic. Again, all student produced. All of this is student led and produced. I was blessed to be put in a position of leadership here, to be president of this media team, and this is absolutely one of the things I'm most proud of so far. Apart from being a member of several football, wrestling, and track teams, this is something I'm very proud of. Again, Mr. Ogar and Doc Ross over there taking care of him, looking after him, trying to get him back into operating shape.
And we hope that he'll be all right.
Absolutely. It looks like they're going to help him up, even with his bad arm. That's a tough one. That's a tough one to see, especially with a kid that works as hard as Jason does, and especially a senior.
Truly.
What a good look. What a good look. His opponent wishing him well. That's an awesome look. Hats off. My hat is off to Holt and Holt Wrestling Program for that. That was classy. That was class. But it looks like that will be the end of this duel. Again, a very melancholy way to go out. But hey, what happens, happens. There we get a beautiful shot of our Shamrocks shaking hands with Holt Wrestling. Again, special thanks. Stick around for some exclusive interviews with some of our wrestlers. We've got some key names coming up. Coach Hancock, Andrew Ross, Manny Rojas, a lot of big names, and the senior manager that we have with a never-before-seen interview, Charles Hunsinger. All that and more coming up. Stay tuned for us. And there we see our Shamrock family circling up for a prayer. What an absolutely wonderful sight to see from our Shamrocks. Saying a prayer. An absolutely wonderful thing to see. Mr. Ogar taking good care of Jason. Looks like Jason's getting some good range of motion with his shoulder. I think it looks like a shoulder injury. I don't know about you.
Yeah, it looks like a shoulder. At first I thought it was elbow, but...
Yep. Alrighty, we're going to get ready to rock and roll down here with some exclusive interviews coming from Dan Anderson. And here we go. We're going to get ready to rock and roll with an interview from our very own Charles Hunsinger.
I understand that you've been doing this for quite some time, right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. About 3 years now.
3 years now. What motivated you to come out and manage the wrestling team? This is a big program, right?
It is. I really have to admit, Coach Hancock asked me at a football game my sophomore year, my first year helping out with football, to help out with wrestling, and I didn't really know much about it at the time, so I said, yeah, I'll help out with it. And then one day he calls me down to his office, and rest is history from there. I mean, it's just about it. I mean, legacy was born right then and there.
Yeah, I understand now. How has Coach Hancock been as a mentor, or kind of like your boss, right?
Boss in a way, mentor-wise, huge. I mean, simply put, I would not be the man I am right now without Coach Hancock. I mean, that's just easily said. He has helped me out through so many different life situations. I mean, with my personal life, with wrestling, with school. I mean, just about everything you can name, he's helped me out with. And I mean, that's huge because that goes to show his character, and that goes to show his determination to make sure that every man that he meets at CC in his program and in this school is successful. And that really goes to show what kind of a person he is.
Hey, Charles, that's great, all right? Hey, thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, no
You
problem.
guys take care.
Hey, you too.
Awesome. That was our never-before-seen manager, Charles Hunsinger, hopping on the mic, getting some interview time, getting on air.
In our next interview, it's going to be Danny
how do you get focused?
Clayton.
You just got to remember all the training that went in through this week, and just go show it. Go put on a show.
I understand now. How much effort do you put into practice? How much time do you spend on the mat before a tournament?
2 hours every day.
2 hours every day? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, Clayton, nice job today. All right, can't wait to see what else you're gonna do.
Go win states, and go get a burger tonight.
Sounds about good.
Alrighty, and as Danny finds his next interviewee, we're going to stick tight and just get an up-close and personal glimpse into what's happening down there on the floor of on Bernie Holowicki Court at Shamrock Stadium. And there you see another wonderful shot of one of our seniors, Nico Portillo, and some of our guys just quickly, they're right there rolling up. Here we go. We're going to go live.
Shamrock, I'm here with Nico Portillo. Now, Nico, incredible pin that you had. All right, now tell me, how do you prepare for a match like this?
Warm up.
You just warm up, just get into the groove?
I'm not very good at ideas. I don't know why you decided to do this to me.
Hey, it's fine, all right? Senior year. Now, how many years have you been wrestling?
Oh, no. Since second grade, if that makes it any better, although that's a long time ago.
I understand. Now, favorite move?
Cradle.
The cradle? I see.
Any kind of cradle. Near side, crossface, all the cradles.
I understand, all the cradles. Well, Nico, hey, great job tonight, all right? I can't wait to see what else you're going to do, all right?
Thank you.
All right, see you.
Absolutely. Once again, hats off to our seniors. Without them, we wouldn't be the program that we are right now. Again, and there's a look at the official live voice of our of our wrestling program, Mr. Nico Ianni. Welcome back.
I'm here with Coach Hancock. Now, Coach, how do you think that the kids did today?
Oh, I liked the grit and effort a few of them showed. I thought they did a really nice job. I thought Cam Adams showed some grit out there and wrestled well. I thought Nathan Łukowiak down low at 103 rebounded from a couple slams he took, so I was really proud of the way he wrestled. And I think Walker there at the end showed a lot of grit. So just really proud of some of the performances we had. Holt's a darn good team, and they pushed us, but I thought our guys responded pretty well.
That's great. Now, I understand that at the Super Duels, you came off of 2 defeats from St. Edwards and Mount Carmel. Now, how did that change the energy in the wrestling room?
Yeah, I mean, we have to focus on what we can control, right? And I didn't like our effort at the Super Duels. I thought we wrestled really well against Lowell Mount Carmel. Thought we took a back seat to St. Ed's, and we talked a lot about that. We can't afford to take a back seat to anyone in the state. So, and moving forward, we need our guys to be more aggressive off the whistle and wrestle more aggressively throughout the year. So the bottom line was to attack, and I think our guys did an all right job of putting up some points tonight.
That's great. And now this upcoming Friday, there's some good competition, Dundee and Davison. Now, how do you feel about that right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Davison's a seeding match, right? So whoever wins that will win the #1 seed at the state tournament, and whoever obviously loses that will face a different seed. So the Davison match is a really big match, so I'd keep an eye on that. That's done Friday night, 5 o'clock at Dundee. So we'll be tweeting it out live, and then we'll wrestle Dundee after that. They're nationally ranked and have won Division 3 for many years in a row. So a really good quality program.
All right, well, Coach, hey, thank you very much.
Yeah,
all right?
Always a pleasure. You look good in the red tie, man.
Hey, thank you, Coach.